Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we're hitting now the first of 3 segments on Demons and Devils for Palladium Books. Now, this segment is going to be, what are Demons and Devils? Now, am I going to get into all of their stats, all of their powers? No, I'm not. I'm going to give an overview about what they are, what they're about, stuff like that, and we're going to move on from there. So, if you want to find out what Demons and Devils are, basically, here we go.
Role-playing games thrive in fantastic worlds and at inclusive tables that embrace these core values for the most positive gaming experience. Donate to the Wounded Warrior Project via the link in the description below to help, honor, and empower our wounded heroes. On Thursdays and Saturdays, watch Heathen Dog's Dirty Casuals play multiplayer video games over on Twitch. On Sundays and Fridays, join us for tabletop role-playing game content on both YouTube and Rumble. Finally, please take a quick moment to like this video and share it with both your friends and on social media. If you have not done so, please subscribe to Legion of Myth and activate that bell icon to receive notifications of new content.
All
Hey,
right,
put
here we
yourself
are.
here. Let me put you on top. Oh, you got it. Good.
I just did it. Okay, let me get rid of this. Forgot to get rid of that. Boom. Okay, so Demons and Devils. These are evil supernatural creatures from Hades and Dival, respectively. Demons are from Hades, also called Hell, and Devils are from the dimension called Dival. Now, what are they? Well, like I said, supernatural, demonic creatures. But if you've played D&D, then you understand. They're in my mind, they are copies of the Blood War, I believe it's called in
Sounds
Planescape.
right.
Yeah, where
yes.
lawful evil demons and chaotic evil demons, they don't get along. It's kind of like this. Demons and Devils, they're both evil. They both love subjugating and killing other races. It's all great. You think they'd be on the same side? No. They have strict philosophical differences that causes them conflict. There's a bunch of supposition, a bunch of where do they all come from? Maybe they were created by alien intelligences as pawns in a war that never ends. That's entirely possible too. It's up to the game master to decide their origin story for you and your table. So I'm not going to super get into that here.
A real quick question: is it similar to D&D where the demons are from the abyss and so they're chaotic and they just want to sow chaos all over the place, and the devils are from the nine hells but they're about law and order? They just want to subjugate and rule. Is it the same concept?
It's the same concept, if not exactly the same in execution.
Okay,
same concept. Now, the reason they can go to war forever is because these creatures are special in a way that many other creatures are not. Outside of their home plane of existence, they cannot die. Now, hang on. They can be killed. They can be. You take someone to 0 hit points or 0 MDC, they die. But Demons and Devils are reborn on their home plane after a certain amount of decades, and then they come back. No harm, no foul. So it is an endless supply of warriors for a war that obviously can never end. All you have to do is defend your home plane enough to where people can't just get in there and start murdering everyone where they can actually die.
Oh, so you can die on your home plane.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But getting there is rough enough, but that's where they all are. You're probably going to lose. You're probably going to lose.
I'm looking at that picture. I mean, it seems like a friendly place, ready to set up shop.
Great. Oh, it's a great place. No, it's an awful place. I mean, think of the worst possible environment you can think of, and that's these places. It's awful. Okay. Hell dimensions are no joke. They fight because they must. That's basically the answer I find in any of these books. I looked at this book, Dimension book number 10, and Dimension book number 11, and the Armageddon Unlimited. I don't have a PDF for it. This is the STD SDC version of the book for Heroes Unlimited. But why they do it, don't know. Again, it's up to you as a GM. Once you understand how they were made, why they were made, then you will know why they fight. They don't even know anymore.
So another question to, tell me if this is going to be discussed later, but is there a difference between them when it comes to Palladium Fantasy Heroes Unlimited and Rifts in terms of like background or psychology or whatever? Like, or are they just basically the same thing? Just there's an SDC version, MDC version.
These two books, Dimension Book 10 and 11, give you a lot of background on what they would do in certain situations, the hierarchy, which I'm going to get into later, and the leadership and slaves and how their Megaverse world works. The Armageddon Unlimited is a part of the minion war idea, where the war between them spills into hundreds of different universes, which again I'm going to get into later, because that's how you put them in your game. So you could say the Rifts books are a good guide into what they are, and anything to do with the minion war would be a good guide to what they're doing now, if that answers your question.
I think I don't know enough about it, but I mean, it seems to, yeah.
Okay. So the general thing about this, if you don't know or haven't made up their origin story, then it's the alignment conflict that really is the thing. The Hades demons, they are evil. They love suffering. Not themselves, of course. They love causing suffering, and they love subjugating and killing. But their society is much more structured. There are laws, not many, but there are some. there is a hierarchy of power that is absolute. Whereas in Dival, for the Devils, it's much more of a feudal system. It's might makes right. It is if you can take something from someone and keep it, it's yours, no matter what. It's a wild west in Dival. Everyone loves all the demons there love their personal freedom above all else. They want the freedom to murder and maim all they want. Any restriction on that is just verboten. It's awful. It's
I'll go the other way.
If you have to choose for evil, I would choose one that you can predict a little better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they philosophically they do not get along. Is that the cause of their constant war, or is it by design? Hey, I don't know. You don't know either. That's
or a result of, maybe it's a result of.
Maybe it's a result of that. And who knows? But that is basically what they are. Now, again, they are supernatural creatures, so you have to understand a couple things about them going forward. They do not act like mortal people. They don't, because outside of their own realms, they can't die. So they're not going to care as much about being killed. So it's much more possible they will fight to the death just for something as petty as spite. Because in a couple decades, they'll be back to try again. So if you're going to run them, think about that. Also, they don't have the same goals as a mortal being would.
Mm.
I mean, sure, they're evil, but they live literally forever, if not killed on their home plane. So their goals are going to be long view type stuff. So remember that when you're putting them into your campaign. And also, because they're supernatural creatures, they are going to have powers and abilities beyond those of other mortal creatures. In any high magic environment, they're going to be MDC creatures. In low magic environments, they're going to have a high amount of SDC and an armor rating. And they're all going to have, depending on the type of demon or devil, they're going to have the equivalent of superpowers.
Magic and psionics are actual superpowers.
Well, not actual, but equivalent level of power as a Heroes Unlimited superpower.
Okay.
Be it minor or major, whatever. It depends on the level of the demon. A minor demon, dirty little functionary is going to have a equivalent to a minor superpower or whatever. But the demon lords are going to have equivalent of abilities of like a couple of major superpowers on top of their already amazing physical characteristics.
Okay.
So when you think about them and you're thinking about putting them in your game, you have to take all of this into account and build the story around them accordingly. All right, that is going to be our first segment. That's the introduction about what they are, how they think, what they do. And next we're going to get into more of their structure, their leadership structure, their hierarchies, if they have any, and what they would do in certain situations. So you as a game master or you as a player can either implement them properly or understand their motivations appropriately. So what do we have for our
I just wow, that was that was crazy short. Okay. Coalition Heroes for Humanity is a perfect companion to this.
It does talk about the minion war a little bit in there, but I found that Armageddon Unlimited and these two Rifts Dimension books here had a lot more information. And I got the Heroes for Humanity in the same Christmas grab bag that I got the Armageddon. So yeah, I read that one too, but I decided to use these three. But you are right. You are right.
I got so many books that I need to read. Okay, that's the only thing I started. I'll answer one in between. So, okay, well, what did we learn in this one, Heathen Doc?
Well, we learned the basic idea of what Demons and Devils are, their differences, and a little bit about their physical structure and their psychology.
Okay. Sounds good. Look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.